Do you live in Leicestershire and need help in finding work? We are Work Live Leicestershire.
Hello, my name is Kev Taylor. I currently work for the Rural Community Council, providing the outreach work and engagement for the WiLL project, Work Live Leicestershire. And I'm back where it all started for myself, my journey with the WiLL project itself, and I'm now a Business and Educational Engagement Officer working for the project. So it was right here on this spot where I first met the outreach team for the WiLL project in the form of Tori, who works for the Rural Community Council. And I'd saw an advert on Facebook that she'd posted in relation to a great outreach session with the Rural Community Council's coffee van. So I come up, and it was a brilliant place. It's where I walked the dog, and I spoke to Tori. She explained the project. I explained my situation in terms of being unemployed at that time and my reasons for being unemployed, obviously with my illness, and what I was struggling with in terms of locating the right jobs in Leicestershire for myself. Tori explained the project. She gave me an in-depth overview about the partners that help give the support, and especially the Be Inspired. She said I would be a good fit for that support mechanism, and she turned out to be right. But the great thing was I'll come up to the coffee van, and to be honest, with my own anxieties and stuff, I spoke about the project with Tori, took the leaflet, and then carried on walking the dog. I didn't even have a coffee, but it was the start of an absolutely fantastic journey. I was given a dedicated job coach called Shaun. Now, when I first met Shaun, through my illness and my anxiety and my mental health, my confidence was absolutely shattered in terms of searching for the right roles, in terms of would an employer employ me, really, having a stigma around mental health, and that stigma was my own stigma, not any employers or anything like that, but my confidence was absolutely shattered. Well, this building certainly brings back some special memories, really, from meeting Shaun from Be Inspired, where Shaun was able to show me and guide me and coach me with the job searches for my own journey with the WiLL project. And the Marlene Reid Centre, it's a fantastic community resource for the people of Colville and the surrounding areas. And as you can perhaps tell, it's a very busy location, and somewhere that I think everybody in the area should know about. But as I say, it brings back special memories in terms of Shaun showing me how to properly search for local job roles within the community. In 2018, I retired from Leicestershire Police Service after having a bad illness in relation to post-traumatic stress disorder. I'd been a police officer for almost 20 years. I'd done numerous roles within the service, including beat officer, response officer, neighbourhood policing teams, antisocial behaviour officer, one of the leads for the force. I was a sergeant, I worked in CID, so I'd done numerous roles within the service, but having found myself retired in 2018, I took some time to get myself right, and then come the October of 2021, I decided it was time to get myself a job. Now, to be fair, after that first meeting with Shaun, I went away, looked at my CV, looked at where my anxieties and my stresses were in terms of getting back into the workplace, and I was able to work on those a little. And then when I met up with Shaun again, I was able to show him my CV, present the fact that in the very first paragraph of it I'd broached the subject of my PTSD and my mental health for any employer to see, and to be fair, it felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders, and it was as if the cage had been unopened and I was that bird in the cage allowed to fly free. A role for the Rural Community Council come up in relation to working on the outreach team in terms of engaging with local businesses to see what roles of employment are on offer, what roles that they could offer to people within the WiLL project, but also because we work with 18-year-olds, and sometimes if somebody finds themselves at severe risk of being not in employment, education or training, we do work with 17-year-olds, and one of the big things that my job does is it gives me the opportunity to engage with schools, colleges, educational establishments, to engage with young people that are leaving school and, you know, looking for roles of employment. One of the great things that the WiLL project has is a great support network in terms of a massive amount of roles in internships, which are absolutely fantastic for young people to earn money whilst learning a role of employment, and eventually that role of employment becoming a career. So my engagement role I find is fantastic, as I say, for my own well-being in giving back to the community, because I'm working with not only teenagers but people through all ages. It's fantastic. So as part of the Rural Community Council, we work in rural Leicestershire and we provide great projects to the residents of rural Leicestershire. One being the Work Live Leicestershire project, which obviously I was a participant in, and it helped me get the support to get back into the workplace. And now, as you can see, I work with a great team in a great office, providing great community support through all the projects that we do, such as the Work Live Leicestershire project, Rural Coffee Connect, Comedy Expresso, Rise and Shine Wellbeing Project regards mental health. It's such a great place to work with great people. My mental health since taking this role on has only grew stronger and stronger and stronger. So I'm a massive advocate for the project. The support is absolutely fantastic. It didn't cost me a thing, only my time. So I can't thank the project enough.
Search Work Live Leicestershire or call us on 01455 856 318 or email contact us at workliveleicestershire.org.uk.